Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome to another episode of Hoppier Days. This one's a fall-themed edition. We all know I've had my little gourds out here for a while since the beginning of fall, but I never really reviewed a fall beer. And we all know fall beers start coming out in like June, so that wasn't the case. It's not that I couldn't get a hold of any. I just didn't want to review any fall beers when it wasn't really fall time. Now that it is fall, I feel like it's time that we actually review a fall beer. And I thought, why not review two fall beers? The pumpkin ale you want when you think of an actual pumpkin ale is, of course, the one, the only, the imperial pumpkin ale. You want Pumpking. That's the one. To go alongside of it, I thought we could compare it with another beer. Another southern tier. This one, Warlock. This one's an imperial pumpkin stout rather than an imperial pumpkin ale. So I thought we'd give them both a try. Oh, there appears to be something else in here. Oh, the 1994 film by James Cameron, True Lies, made into a Super Nintendo game, where he plays Arnold Schwarzenegger. Of course. Yep, that's it. That's it in this one. We can close it up now. Get my scarf hair in my mouth. Pumpking holds a special place in my heart because it's really like the special pumpkin beer that I've always looked forward to. A couple years ago it was a lot harder to find in stores. I mean, now they're practically everywhere, except right around fall time because they all sell out. They're not there anymore in July, and it took me a long time to find both these beers. For some reason, you want a pumpkin beer on Halloween, can't happen. You want one in the heat of July, they're all over the place. Their labels kind of lacking a little bit. I always think Southern Tier's labels are kind of boring. Look at it. They have these awesome drawings of these like evil pumpkins. And what do? They like shrink them down real small and then just kind of wedge them in the corner. And then they got their whole logo here. And that's boring. That's no fun. Put those fuckers right in the front there. So there's two things I always look forward to in fall. One was Pumpking, and the other was people sharing their Halloween costumes on Facebook. They're both extremely pungent. I can smell them right away. Let's start with the Pumpking. Let's give that one a try. When you smell Pumpking, the thing you'll notice the most about it is that it's not like every other pumpkin ale, which is just like, bam, a bunch of spices. Somehow they get like that like buttery crust in there. You can even smell it. I would say this is more of a pumpkin pie ale than it is a pumpkin ale. Even when you look at it, it's bright orange like a fucking pumpkin. All right, let's go in and see how she tastes. It's got a nice buttery mouthfeel, like the crust is in there. You get a little bit of the spice there on the back end. You get like a tiny bit of sweetness that's in the pumpkin pie. It's really remarkable how they make it taste so much like a pumpkin pie. I'd give this 12 out of 13 gourds. Up next we have the Warlock. This was released a couple years ago. Southern Tier did a derivative of their Pumpking because it was so popular. Let's see how it tastes. I need to cleanse my palate. I'll be right back. Just a quick break while I cleanse my palate. Alright, my palate's cleansed and I'm all ready to try the Warlock. Just smelling it, I can tell it's got a more rich, dark smell to it. Much more forward on the like roasted malt taste. I feel like it doesn't have as much sweetness to it. You can still taste the Pumpking almost, but I would say this is almost like a pumpkin pie you left a little bit longer in the oven. Maybe someone who wasn't as good making pumpkin pie, they made this and they kind of overbaked it a little bit. I would give Warlock probably 24 out of 26 leaves. Which one do I like more? Which one am I going to lean towards more? I gotta say, I'm kind of still more of a fan of Pumpking. I think they did it right the first time. Holy shit. This is still the reigning champion of all pumpkin beers out there. If you guys think there's a better pumpkin beer, why don't you help me and comment below? Well, that's another episode in the books, guys. Thanks for watching. Remember, you can get one of your Hoppier Day stickers if you go onto my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, message me, say, hey, Sam, I want one of your stickers so I can just put it all over the place. I don't know if I'd put it on my bumper. It kind of looks like a weed nugget, but I don't think you'll get pulled over for that. Salud!